Let me know. How are my Brainy Bunch doing? Okay. Let me go ahead and pray into the cards. Then we will get started with the messages that the Lord has for you guys today. I call upon our great divine, our most high, our divine ancestors, and our divine spirit guides to give us the divinely accurate messages that each individual soul and all of the collective needs to hear today. Not what they want to hear, spirit, but what they need to hear in order to grow, learn, and evolve along their journeys. Please allow me to deliver these messages in a divinely eloquent manner that allows for each and every soul to understand and interpret the message in the divine manner that you would have them for their divine timeline. In Jesus' name we pray, amen. And so it is, Ashe. What's up, Spirit? So last time, well, no, never mind. As it doesn't matter because Spirit said we're going to start with this deck today. So we'll get into this reading and why you need to trust the divine because it's your time to shine. Amen. When it rhymes, you know it's from the divine, period. Always, always, y'all. So hold on. The King of Swords. And the Five of Swords. So that's the Knight of Swords. Okay, standing firm against those who try to come up against you. But what's this have to do with them becoming the Ten of Cups when they come up there? So you standing your ground as this go-getter, right? You standing your ground when it comes to your manifestations, your blessings, right? Living your best life, protecting your peace. Okay, you standing your ground against these adversaries who wanted to come up against you, okay, is leading you to this Ten of Cups, right? All right, and it's because of how you stood tall in these moments, okay? All right. Welcome in, everybody. How you doing? How you feeling? Let me know down in the chat. All right, we're doing the collective reading right now. If you would like a personal reading, my Cash App is in my bio as well as in the description of the live, okay? If you're just here to vibe for the collective reading, it is free. Just make sure you're tapping the screen, right? Comment to keep the love flowing. All right, and share the live, okay? Let me know how you're doing as well in the chat because I just want to know, right? I do care about you guys. I do want to get to know you guys, okay? We are building a community, right? Okay. Notification. Okay. Okay, so some of y'all could have somebody moving in soon, okay? If this isn't a person, some of y'all could be moving, taking a trip. Okay, that's going to bring you clarity of mind. Okay. What else do you want them to know, Spirit? Alright, welcome in, welcome in. Let's see what else, Spirit. Let's see. The Eight of Cups, Four of Swords, Nine of Pentacles, and Knight of Wands. Okay. So what do we need to see about this, right? Oh. Someone is going back and forth. Contemplating this future with you. Okay. Alright, Eight of Cups. Needing to make a decision. Alright. These are the thoughts that are causing the emotional upheaval on this decision. Whether or not they should come towards you. Alright, with the Nine of Pentacles. And the Knight of Wands. And I'm sorry guys, my mics are dead, so if the sound quality isn't the best, just let me know, okay? Oh. With the Ace of Cups, the Justice, Page of Swords, and who's this about, Spirit? Okay, so there's another immature energy that's receiving judgment, right? But this offer that this other energy that we're touching on, okay, they want to bring you something, like offer you something. Some of you guys, this could be like a romantic partnership, some of this could be business, right? But they want to come in and offer something, and this is justice, right? But there's this immature energy in the background. This I don't know. This is a weird energy. Okay, with two pages, Page of Swords, Page of Cups, right? This is very immature. Okay, when I say mentally immature, emotionally immature, right? Um, they are receiving judgment. So whoever this person is in the background who was a child in an adult's body, right? They're receiving judgment for how they've stood against you. Okay, so that could be whoever this adversary that Spirit was talking about in the beginning. Spirit said they basically pushed this offer to happen sooner than expected, but all in accordance to divine timing. with that. Oh my goodness, guys! I'm shuffling, right? And you see, I'm like go like this, so I can see the card when it's like that, right? And then I close it. And of course, the cards are moving to different spots, and I keep seeing the High Priest. So you can know about this. The High Priestess, right? I keep seeing her in the deck every time I shuffle, and she's in a new spot, but I keep, like, every time I cut the deck open, I see her. So it's like, you know about this, right? You know who, not who is coming in to make this offer, but whoever it is, um, is very immature, right? Whoever that is, you know, okay. Spirit could have also been giving you signs, that this judgment was taking place, or told you personally that this judgment is taking place, right? Against this weird energy, okay. But I mean, like, what else do you need for them to know? I mean, do they need to know anything about this weird energy, Spirit, or what about this offer? What about the offer, Spirit? Is there more to know there, or oh, look, this is leading to an ending of how you were previously recognized in the world, okay, or how they wanted you to be perceived in the world for some of you, right? And it's leading you to this Ten of Pentacles, okay, where you got the Six of Wands, this recognition, okay, and it's leading you to this Ten of Pentacles. So you could be you could have been struggling financially, right? Or just not like in the place you want to be financially, and Spirit is getting ready to put an end to that part of your experience, right? You've already experienced lack. Now it's time to experience gain, okay? This is a learning planet, okay? And you're not supposed to learn the same old lessons. You're supposed to keep growing, learning, and evolving, okay? There's so much more for you to learn out there, all right? We're never truly done, okay? Even after these vessels perish, right? There's still so much more for us to do, okay? Why? Because we are souls in a vessel, not vessels with a soul. Should get what I mean when I say that. If you're confused about what I said, remember, you guys are more than welcome to ask questions, comments, or concern. If you're just looking for basic guidance on your journey that doesn't require me to get into the tarot cards, right? You're always welcome, more than welcome to talk about it, and we will talk about it, right? So somebody's getting exposed with the Seven of Wands. Uh, so if you don't know about this person, okay, no, Spirit says you do know. Sorry, correction. Spirit says you do know about this person, okay? All right, and how they try to come up against you, but it's not you who they're being exposed to. Spirit said it is the people around them, the people that trusted them, right, to um, tell them things, tell them the truth, and they find out they're being lied to, and that this person whole time is the one who is actually the one in the wrong, the crazy person, right? The one who tried to lie on you and say bad things about you, like humiliation rituals, okay, smear campaigns, you know what I'm saying? Like they tried all that stuff on you the whole time, right? They these people around them are realizing that they were the problem, okay? The problem was not you. They're becoming aware of this, right? With 10 of Wands, how they came up against you. Okay, this Queen of Wands, this go-getter, this nurturer, right? This loving person. Okay, they try to oppress you, right? Whether that be spiritually through your mental, right? Getting voodoo work done, okay? To try to destiny swap with you. Okay. You could be seeing a lot of 10-10, right? This is the second 10 card that came out. A lot of 10-10s, okay? A lot of 1-0s. All right, we have the Six of Pentacles and the Six of Swords. Okay, is it? But spirit. Okay, so spirit is bringing you out of this, right? Spirit is drifting you away from the past. Okay, six of Pentacles. Okay, spirit is gifting you release, freedom, sanctuary. Right? Spirit is saying that you are now free to do whatever makes your soul sing, right? And do it. You know, I don't say proudly, but do it. You know what I'm saying? Don't let your pride get in the way, but do it. You know what I'm saying? Fair say we could stop with these cards. Okay, welcome in. Remember, if you would like a personal reading, let me know down in the chat. Right now, we're just doing the collective reading. Okay, so remember, you're always welcome to ask questions, comments, or concerns. Okay, down in the chat, or just say hi to keep the energy flowing. Okay. Let me see. We're gonna finish shuffling these cards here. So to say hi. Alrighty. Let us go into the Moon Oracle really fast here, to see what we got. Alright, and then we will use the rest of this time um, for personal readings. Okay? I know last time, you know, when we were over on TikTok, we paused the collective reading and then we came back to it because of the personal readings. But I'm just gonna finish the collective reading really fast, and then if you're interested in a personal reading, we can do that. So if that's what you're waiting for, stick around, vibe with us, right? Or if you're just here for the collective reading, vibe with us as well. Okay. All right. Look, prosperity lies ahead. Expect powerful change. And this is like confirmation to prosperity lying ahead. So, whatever it is that Spirit is telling you to start or to keep going on, right? Spirit is saying, yes, good things come from this. Keep going, right? Um, the ethers are cheering you on, Spirit said. Okay, so whatever it is you're about to start, or whatever it is that, and I love that. Whatever it is you're about to start, and whatever it is you have been doing, okay, whatever, wherever you're at on your journey, right? Spirit wants you to show the world the real you. Okay, now is not the time to be hiding your crafts, right, or your your work in general. It doesn't matter what it is you do in this world, right? Everybody has talents, everybody has gifts and something they're good at, right? As long as you're doing that and you're not hurting nobody, you know what I'm saying? Do it. Show the world who you truly are. Be your authentic self, right? Because you never know how many people have a need for what it is that you truly love doing. You know what I'm saying? Or what it is we can cultivate if everybody really went ahead and trusted the divine when it came to the ideas that the divine gave them, right? You don't love something so much deeply within your soul because you know, like it's there because God has placed it there, because that is your mission, that is what you were here to do on this planet. You know what I'm saying? And this world would be so much further if people stop taking their ideas to the graveyard. You know what I'm saying? So like spirit is telling you to work through your fears at this time and step out and show out. Okay? Wow, that is powerful. That is powerful. You know what I'm saying? That okay. Yeah. I don't know who needs to hear that, but don't take your ideas to the graveyard, okay? Show them to the world, right? Your people out there, the people who are going to support you and love you, they're out there, okay? All right? And I'm one of them, Buki. I'm one of them. I'm going to support and love you for whatever it is you do in this world. Okay? You deserve to be happy, right? And love what it is you do. Not stressing because you worried about the next bills. Like, no. Okay? Wants you to take a leap of faith here. All right? All right, any other messages before we move on to the personal readings? Anything else you want them to know, Spirit? I don't know, that was very powerful. I don't know if we can. I don't know. Spirit can't top it, so let's just see for a second. Or if Spirit wants to end it on that note because that was good. Never know. Look. I kid you not. Spirit said you actually, last note, surrender to the divine. And what did I just say before that card came out? Take the leap of faith. What did I just say? Spirit said, yeah, actually, confirmation. That's the message, okay? Take the leap of faith in your dreams, okay? Do not give up on your dreams. Keep thriving to accomplish them, okay? Don't let anyone try to talk you out of them, right? You know what makes your soul sing. Nobody else can tell you otherwise, okay? All right, do what you love, okay? I will always be here to support you guys. And the people who are going to support you and love you are out there, okay? There are so much more of us who really love and truly love supporting you guys and your truest endeavors that the Lord sent you here to do, okay? Some of y'all truly already know what that is. You're just scared because you think people won't get it. You know what I'm saying? You think that people won't see you for who you truly are, but Spirit is saying, Nabuki, now's the time, okay? I don't care if it's weird. Like, nobody cares if it's weird or what. Like, what? What is even weird? Like, okay? It's subjective because we don't live in a normal world, right? They try to paint it off like magic doesn't exist when energy is literally all around us, and they try to confuse you guys and make you think that magic is something entirely different from energy, but energy is just magic being manipulated, right? It's manipulation of energy. That's all magic is. Energy is all around us. Science confirms that. So you know what I'm saying? Like, so I don't care if it's weird, because weird is subjective, right? There's so many things we don't know about our own planet, so many things we don't know about the universe. And you guys, you know what I'm saying? Like, there's people who really think that this is it. Like, we could be so much farther. I'm like, for real, it's 2025. We don't even got flying cars yet, y'all. That's a problem. That's a problem. I don't know about y'all, because this planet, I'm a visionary. Okay, I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I really am a visionary. Um, and so when I imagine this planet, like, this planet is so much more fun in my head. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm like, oh my goodness, like, there are so many things that we could really accomplish here for world peace, for a utopia. You know what I'm saying? Free energy, right? There's so many things that we can really do with it if we band together, work together, you know what I'm saying? But a lot of people got to get out of their own heads so that they can join us at the table. Okay? Spirit said, now your time to eat. Now is your time to eat. So get to work. Okay. All right. Make plans for your dreams. Y'all go check out that affirmation I channeled yesterday. Go check it out. I'll put it in the community post. It's on Instagram threads and it's in our Discord channel under the self improvement chat. Okay, so if you go in either one of those, the channel messages in there. Okay, um, and go write it down. Go repeat it to yourself daily. You know what I'm saying? Rehearse for the life you want, so that when you transition, it's flawless, right? You're not manifesting because you don't expect it to happen. You manifest because you are expecting it to happen. Not you're trying to control how it unfolds, but you are expecting it to happen. Whenever it happens, it happens. All in divine timing. You know what I'm saying? But that is true manifestation. You know what I'm saying? As well as truly believing, feeling, and thinking what it is you're manifesting. You know what I'm saying? And that's why we do affirmations. And this is why I've been telling you guys since I started this brand, this social media brand, right? That you need to be doing your affirmations daily, especially if you want to manifest a better life for yourself. Okay? You affirmation, affirmation, affirmation. Okay? Affirmations, all right. Psychologically also help you build confidence in yourself, helps boost your self-esteem, right? There's a whole lot of different benefits to affirmations that you need in your everyday life, okay? Because when things looking crazy, Bookie, all right, a good prayer and a few affirmations, okay, are always going to help you through it, okay? All right, because you say your affirmations, you say your prayers, you do a little meditation, you touch some grass. I promise you right as rain. Okay, you are never gonna be stressing again. Okay, um, be- because you are like you are talking yourself through it. Okay, you have to self-soothe sometimes, you know what I'm saying? We think as adults we don't self-soothe, but we do, right? We do have to be able to have control over our emotions, right? As adults, as humans in general, because our emotions are very powerful things, as well as they carry a energy with them, a potent energy that is displayed throughout our realities. When you see this, if you've ever been around somebody truly like angry, you feel the presence of their anger, you know what I'm saying? And if you've never felt someone's presence when they're angry, then maybe you're not aware enough, but that can be learned. um as well as when you do feel presence like that, when you feel people coming around you, and we'll use this deck. Okay, you have people coming around you, and you feel like nauseous, right? That should tell you, that person is shisty, okay, and they doing stuff in the background that you just don't want to be a part of, right? Your spirit team, your ancestors, right? God, okay, your soul is all trying to warn you with your body language, and you have to be the one to pay attention. You know what I'm saying? Same with you, that kind of stuff. Like when people have sadness, right? When you are an empath, okay, this is really for my empaths, right? You feel people's emotions, right? You're not just empathetic, right? But you feel the emotions as well. Okay. Um, empaths are really near us at the same time too. Okay, I don't know about you guys, but if somebody is like crying, you know what I'm saying? You tend to want to, cry with them because you're not just feeling empathy for what they're going through, but you're also feeling the weight of their sadness, right? Same with the anger, you know what I'm saying? Like, you're feeling the weight of their anger, you're feeling the weight of their happiness, you know what I'm saying? So we empaths can truly tell the difference between those kind of energetic shifts in people's emotions, right? Because again, emotions are energy, thoughts are energy. Okay. um Being an empath is not just being empathetic, you know. But empathy is highly needed in our world. You know what I'm saying? We need empathy, right? It's how we will understand each other a lot better and understand one another, and how we will come together as one when we realize that we're all just souls living in a vessel. We're all just pieces of the universe. God having separate experiences, right? If we just realized that, you know what I'm saying, humanity would be in a far better place than it is now. But it's changing and it's shifting and it's beautiful. Okay, it is changing and it is shifting, right? With Spirit said we got about approximately 3 more shifts. And so we just gotta keep chugging and keep pushing, you know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna stay in Spirits and victory. Oh, yeah. Chugging and pushing, you know what I'm saying? Stay high vibrational, okay? Stay grounded, right? Make sure you're doing your affirmations, meditating, praying, okay? Do what you got to do, okay? To stay the best you, period. All right, especially at this time, hold the strength, hold the strength, right? Because we there's so much going on, but I don't know. I've been talking about like certain things when it comes to like the government since 2020. You know what I'm saying? I've been talking about this stuff since 2020. Um, so y'all don't see me talking about the government a lot on my channel anymore because I've been talking for so long. I need to see action. Okay, we need action. Action. That's where I'm at. Action. Okay. I'm just waiting for everybody to get there too. You know, action. Y'all ready? Like, and people are like, okay, we don't gotta take to the streets. No, I'm not saying take to the streets. I've actually had this idea for a while, and it's for a bloodless coup. We don't have to take it to the streets. Protest, war. I am suggesting a bloodless coup. That's all I'm suggesting. You know, the idea, and you're like, where'd this idea come from? Well, it was actually the perfect idea because, you know, at this time, this day and age, nobody's really faced war in a while, so it's been a lot of peace. But it doesn't mean this collective, the people that are on this planet right now, aren't creative enough to take over a government in a fell swoop without a single bloodshed. I believe it's possible. I truly do. It's just we have to band together and do it. You know what I'm saying? So, like I said, I believe we need action. Okay, right? And that's why I patiently await for you guys to awaken. I patiently await for you guys to become more self-aware about this, right? And if you are self-aware about this and you know what's going on and you know, okay, period. Um, well, you got a friend in me, period. Okay. All right. And I'm not going to be really, I mean, it's like, speak, like, speak, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's a lot of talking. Okay. I need to see, we need to be, look, yes, we're still, I'm waiting, we waiting to see how these ships, okay, move into place here. Let's untighten my boot. Sorry. It's just a little too tight on my foot. Your girl has been sitting here for a minute. Okay. Alright. You know what I'm saying? Because so much truth is coming out all at once. So many things are happening all at once. Everybody, I want to say everybody, but there's a lot of people who are like, oh my goodness, they don't know what's coming next and everything. And I'm sitting over here and I'm going, baby, this is our chance. This is our chance to band up with one another. Okay, I've been saying this. If you look at my bio, okay, you see that I tell you I stand for world peace. What do I stand for? World peace, not just one piece of the world. The whole world deserves peace from every single government that has had a tyrannical reign. Even if we've seen it as somewhat fair, it is not fair at all. Let's be completely honest, right? We can be completely honest that this government is not fair to American citizens, right? Y'all see it. I know y'all been seeing it, and you can't tell me you ain't seen it, bro. Come on now. But guess what? Guess what? You're also seeing the rest of the world, and the rest of the world is seeing you. Okay, period. That's what I'm trying to tell y'all. That's why it's a world revolution. Okay? Because it's not just fair. It's not fair if America is the only one who gets peace. You know what I'm saying? There's so many other countries out there who deserve peace as well. Right? Alright? We get all the light workers together. 144,000 of us together to come up, use our spiritual gifts, right? Use our crafts. We come together, we use our crafts, we use our spiritual gifts to devise a plan for a bloodless coup using the guidance of the divine to guide millions, billions of people into world peace. Oh, baby. And I don't care, you're talking about this on live. You're basically telling them your moves. Baby, so they already scared, panicking anyway. That's why they're trying to get Apple to let access on a backdoor access to the iCloud, right? Like, come on, they scared anyway. They scared. But how does that stop us from using burner phones? How, like, how does that stop us, like, from devising other methods of communication? I'm telling you, the collective as a whole can outsmart the world government. Okay? Every single government in the world, if we stand together, bloodless coup, bloodless coup, bloodless coup, bloodless coup, world peace. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. So many people think that is a hard idea, but like the only other option is to be fighting in the streets. You know, and I don't think a lot of people want to do that. You know what I'm saying? Not a lot of people want to be fighting in the streets. I'm down for whatever. I don't condone violence, but I'm down for whatever. I just entirely believe that a bloodless coup is the better way to go. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, when people start listening, I'll be here. You know? Okay. Waiting, watching. Okay, because I can't do it myself. You know what I'm saying? I can't throw a bloodless coop by myself. You feel what I'm saying? It's not how that works. And you're like, well, if they know we're planning one, won't they see it coming? No. Because you always do things when people least expect it. Not when they most expect it, but when they least expect it. And Spirit said, my plan, right? It's a workable plan. You know what I'm saying? Because the wheel of fortune is turning in our favor. Mm. Matrix Society, you should really be worried about that one. Spirit just having the judgment and the wheel of fortune right next to each other. I'm telling you guys, it's a workable plan. We can figure it out. Okay? Alright? But it's going to take all the light workers, 144,000 leaders, banding together. Okay? I don't. Okay? We have to band all the 144,000 souls, all the divine leaders. There are some high-ranking individuals, beings on this planet. When I say high-ranking, I mean like people who are like admiral, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, these people are high-ranking divine soldiers from divine spirit's team. Okay, um, that are here on this planet right now, who are meant to guide and lead the collective into this era of world peace. There are some really highly divine spiritual warriors here. Okay, and then of course there's a bunch of soldiers as well. Okay, so there's high ranking individuals, right? Like I've told you guys this before. Spirit has put high ranking spiritual divine soldiers here, as well as other divine soldiers here. Okay, people are lower rank, but they still have higher rank than most of the souls on this planet right now. 144,000. Baby, God has sent an army. Okay, and y'all don't really understand that, right? Not everybody, but some people don't understand that literally God has sent an army, okay, to change this planet. All right, and the more of us that are become aware, the more of the 144,000 of us that become aware, okay, to our gifts, to our talents, to our positions that the Lord has granted for us in this lifetime, right? The more change we can make possible. And when all of us, spooky, when all of us start coming together, oh my goodness, I'm waiting for the day. I'm so excited. You guys don't know how excited I am. We will finally be reunited in the physical, not just the ethers, but in the physical as well. I am excited. Okay, it is going to be a good old time for us, because we're really going to change this planet. It's going to happen this lifetime, guys. I don't know about y'all, but it's happening. This century. Okay? I had to let y'all know, because we ain't playing about it. High Priestess energy, nine of cups. What I say, we ain't playing about it. We ain't playing about it. I'm telling y'all right now. I already know that there will be a revolution in this century. Enter me, she says in parentheses. Don't be shocked when your history books mention me. I will lay down my life if it sets us free. Eventually, you'll see my descendancy. And I am not throwing away my shot. I am not throwing away my shot. Hey, yo, I'm just like my country. I'm young, scrappy, and hungry, and I'm not throwing away my shots. I dream of life without the monarchy. Unresting France lead to anarchy. How you say anarchy? Oh, you say anarchy. Make the other side panicky with my shot. Hey yo, I'm a tailor's apprentice. And I got strong muscles. Cause I know it's my chance to socially advance. Instead of sewing some pants and take another shot. Hey yo, we never be truly free. To you, those in bondage have the same rights to you as me. You and I do or die. That's what I stallion. Wait till I stallion. First black battalion. Have another shot. Geniuses, lower your voices. I can't even get it through it because I'm laughing so much. I'm with you, but the situation is fraught. If you talk, you're gonna get shot. Bird, check what we got. I listen to that musical a little too much. Should tell you where I stand on this whole Earth world revolution. I dream of life without the monarchy. Anarchy? Oh, anarchy. Right. It's because I just don't. Democracy, in my eyes, is not the best solution to humanity's issues. Okay. Communism. Well, we should already know why that's not you should never have control of somebody or a body of people. Okay. Right. You're like, what about socialism? Socialism. If everybody's taken care of, I mean, like, what's the real issue? You know what I'm saying? What's the real issue? Because it's not communism. Communism, they don't give a about you, right? You know what I'm saying? They will leave you in the gutters type of thing, and you will not get. I don't think people understand communism, and communism is not fun. Whereas socialism, at least people are decent. I don't think I agree with socialism as a whole aspect, you know what I'm saying? I just agree with the fairness of it, you know what I'm saying? Where at least everybody got some housing and some land. You know, the basic necessities, free healthcare, oh my goodness, the basic necessities. Free food, oh my goodness. I mean, they got the land, they could just grow the food and have a little farm, but still, basic necessities. Free water, oh my goodness, I love the free water. I don't even think socialism does free food or free water, but I'm just throwing out ideas. I think that basic necessities should be provided by whatever system you have going. And if that system ain't providing the basic necessities, it's really not doing any of us a favor. Right? Especially when you gotta fight just to survive. I mean, haven't we come far enough for people to just have the right to survive? Like, y'all act like we still in the jungle. Are we in the safari? Are we? Please. Like, is it 1500? Oh my goodness. Is it? Oh my goodness, it must be before Christ times, before we had buildings, before we could really, you know, our architect wasn't really the same as this, but, you know, we still had something going for us before, you know, we must be talking about the caveman times where people really had to fight for their lives. we must be talking about those days. Apparently we still live in them. Apparently we still live in them, where people have to fight just to survive. Like, what? In a society where you got house, you got land, what? Make it make sense. You're not getting the basic necessities, so what even good is the government then? Like, what? I mean, it sounds like we gotta create a whole new system that works for all of humanity, not just for some of us, but for all of us. And I'm talking about the world scale. I ain't talking about just one country. I'm talking about everybody, because apparently everybody affecting everybody anyway. So we might as well come up with a system that we can all benefit from, instead of just some people, you know what I'm saying? And everybody deserves to have their basic necessities met. I don't get why, right? I don't get why that's such a hard thing to grasp. right? Like, we don't live in the caveman times. We don't live in the safari. Like, you know, this is not the jungle, you know? Like, what? Like, everybody deserves a roof over their head. You know, there are crucial weather. Like, what? People should not be outside and it's snowing. People should not be outside in the pouring rain because they don't have anywhere to go. What do you mean? What are you talking about right now? What? Make it make sense. Make it make sense. You're telling me people also have to fight to eat. You do realize that from the moment you are born, you have to eat, right? That's not something you can bargain with. What? Let me find out that's something you can bargain with. You can bargain with eating. You know what I'm saying? Like, what? Guys, make it make sense. I really want to know. This is why I'm saying these are basic necessities that should be met and should not be a question of whether or not they're being met or not. You know what I'm saying? Because let me find out. You know, you don't deserve to eat. What? Yes, you do deserve to eat, and it should be free. Why? Because the soil produces fruit and vegetables all on its own. With just put some water. You know what I'm saying? Maybe some fertilizer. You know what I'm saying? But like, what? We charge for food that grows in the ground? Insanity. Insanity. Let's be honest. Insanity. What? Does that make sense to you? It should be free, should it not? And then the animals, you charging me for animals that are going to mate in nature by their own son and produce more animals where I can just go outside and be like, maybe I should keep a couple of these. Maybe, like if you eat meat, like, you could literally, if they just left the animals to their devices, animals would reproduce. Because that's what species do. That's what animals do. That's what we do as animals too. They're going to reproduce. Life will find a way. Meaning you can get food for free outside if they just leave the animals alone. So I'm confused because all the food is free, but they keep putting a market price on it. What? Any food item you can think about, I promise you, you could find it in the wild for free, unless it's manufactured, which probably means it's not that real, right? But the main things you need in your diet, right? Your vegetables, okay, your fruits, okay, your protein, okay, nuts, walnut, different kind of nuts, okay, right? Like there's so many things that nature provides all on its own, but have market prices on them. So food should be free. Um, Water should be free. I don't know why people are charging for water like the planet isn't made up of 90% water, 80%, whatever the percentage of the water is. Y'all know what I'm talking about. The world is made up of entirely water with a little sprinkle of land. All right, little sprinkles in here and there too, right? Many secret islands people don't know about because the rich be buying them up and then be doing these Jeffrey Epstein things on them, okay? Or they're doing Squid Game things on them, okay? Or they just have a whole human trafficking ring. Right, kind of like the Jeffrey Epstein thing, but we'll call that sex trafficking. This is just diabolical things because nobody pays attention to those speckles of earth. Because the earth is mainly made out of water, so water should be free. There's literally no argument the government can make to me on why everybody shouldn't have housing, why everybody shouldn't have free healthcare, why everybody shouldn't have free food, why everybody shouldn't have free water. There's literally no argument they can make on why we don't have those things. right? Free education is another thing they cannot argue out of, right? Because we were put on this planet to grow, learn, and evolve, right? So we have to learn. It is our nature to be curious learners, to want to explore and do more anyway. So yes, we need the education system. Yes, we need free education, and we need more money into the education, not just, and I know I'm onto something because the high priestess card came out. So period. Um, as you can see, as you can see, when spirit really backs a lot of my ideas when it comes to what the world should be versus what it is right now. Okay, and I will always say everybody deserves free housing, land, right? Everybody deserves free healthcare. Everybody deserves free food. Everybody deserves free water, right? Everybody deserves education. Everybody deserves to live their best life without worrying about the basic necessities. That's why I'm upset. And that's why I don't agree with this government. And so, anarchy. Anarchy. And right? Anarchy doesn't have to mean chaos, right? You can do anarchy professionally and cutesy and demure. Like, you don't have to anarchy doesn't have to be like the French and the guillotines. But if the government and the world government would like it to be that, we don't condone violence. But if that's what they're pushing us for, then so that they can get real control over us, then may the cards lie where they lie. But at the same time, we could do it in a way where no one has to perish. They will be serving time, but they won't have to perish. You know what I'm saying? Okay. And if they decide to Hitler themselves, they decide to Hitler themselves. That's their own fault. They are the ones who dug their graves, and now they're the ones who have to tango with the devil, and it's justice. I'm excited for it. I don't know about you guys, but I'm waiting. I'm like, yes, 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 yes. Ah, yes, I'm excited, and I really love seeing the things you guys are doing. I guess they were, I guess they were doing their voicemail, and they doing like a long one where it's like you could answer, but they were just, I don't think they were even saying anything because it wasn't translating what they were saying. I don't know, that's weird. Okay. Well, guys, I did went on that little rant, but if you, I'm gonna give it like a few more minutes. I lied. I'm going to call it a day there. Okay, I love you guys. Okay, so much. Okay, and I hope to see you guys all tomorrow. Okay, if not, you have a blessed day, a rested, blessed week, and remember, we speak love, justice, and peace. Y'all have a blessed day. Amen.